I want out. You hear? I want off the merry-go-round. Rode one once in New Moscow when I was a kid. It's the scariest damn thing I've ever experienced until the pirate, of course. This puzzle is too twisted and now history is getting involved and I hate history. Life is good, alright? We're fine, I'm fine. Yes, alright, I was upset about Dax, and Ma'am can't garden like she's supposed to, but come on. Alright. Listen carefully, okay? Because maybe you'll understand. So Gaff's office was actually downtown, but stuffed behind a parking lot and inside a few containers that looked like junk. Looked like more junk inside, all these wires and weird looking machines, some that seemed to be halfway working, but most were dead. Mir's cousin didn't look like them at all. He was kind of a funny pale color and these big haunted eyes, and when Mir dragged him out from behind a bunch of wires, he looked at us like we were the ones wearing silicone suits, and when he saw Mir, he looked even more afraid. Man, what is Mir's story? They don't fit in this puzzle and it's driving me crazy. Mir said, you tell them. Why's it always gotta be me? So I said the pirate had scared the crap out of me and said something about stars and then it rolled over my garden and left some numbers. Sounds mad, I know. So the cousins went wide and even wider when he looked at the numbers, and then he said, take me to the pirate, and there was something wild in his eyes, like he'd been smoking too. What the heck does everyone know about the pirate? So we went down to the docks and the pirate was gone. Just gone. He wasn't anywhere. I mean, we looked, we asked, but everyone said he'd been gone for a day ever since he left those tracks, I guess. I can't explain the feeling when I looked at the dark, greasy marks where he always sat. On the one hand, I felt this overwhelming relief because if the pirate's gone, then I'm free, right? But on the other, I felt like this big chain was wrapping around my neck. We had to tell the cousin about the suits then. And his guys got so wide that I thought they were going to eat his face, especially when Muir said they thought I'd been contacted. Actually, when they were surprised, they looked alike. Muir said, now I know why you failed history, which wasn't very fair of them. I didn't fail, I just forgot everything after I passed. You know there are humans up there somewhere. At least there should be, Muir said. I just laughed at them, like, that was so long ago, they probably all left the solar system. I said, don't be ridiculous. But what if they didn't, Muir said? Like, maybe they live on the moon and we just can't talk to them. Oh, come on, I said, the moon disappeared when the stars did. And anyway, if there are humans up there, why should we talk to them just because they look like us? We're fine here, and if they're fine there, what's the big deal? Don't you want to know, Muir asked? And I didn't respond because I don't. The moon didn't disappear, cousin said. It's still there. You just can't see it. It's not powerful like the sun, so its light can't find its way through the maze and bounce and reflect its way down, but it's there. Sounded like some stupid sci-fi villain, I thought, and I said it. He looked a little hurt. So he's like I'm a baby, you don't know what's up there, do you? Everyone knows, bro. It's a whole lot of trash and junk and dust and a few kilometers of toxins from the greenhouse age and then some new toxins they put up there to stabilize the temperature. It's some weird chemistry and someone 1,000 years figured out, so why do I need to know about it? So I said something like that. And cousin and Muir looked at each other like I was crazy, which wasn't really fair. So Muir was like, listen, Jax, but you know what, I was done listening. I said, you guys do your weird future alien stuff, all right? Leave me out of it. So I pressed the emergency stop on the electric and left, and cousin was about to say something, but Mir said, just let him go. God, it gets better. So I went back to the square. Ma'am was out, she always is. So I thought maybe I could fix up the garden, but I didn't. I just lay on the bed and stared at the ceiling and replayed everything that had happened. And then I heard the door unlock a little while later, and I figured Ma'am was back, so I sat up just as the door to the room dissolved open, and it wasn't Ma'am. It was the suit lady, except she wasn't wearing her suit. She looked kind of strange and disheveled, and I was gonna say something like, I'm not into that, but then I realized she had a gun, like a real old-fashioned gun. Like, seriously, how many obsolete things am I gonna see in this madness? But anyway, even I know what guns do, so I shut my mouth quick, and I don't know, I think maybe she'd been smoking. Where's the pirate, she said. And it wasn't really a question. But I was like, you guys have him. And she looked like she was ready to breathe fire, and she said, don't be ridiculous. Where did you hide him? God, the bloody pirate must have disappeared on his own. I said, I didn't have anything to do with it. I swear she was gonna kill me. The pirate hadn't managed to do it, so she was She was all wild and feral, like the few tigers left, and I thought, man, I hope someone takes care of me. But instead she just kind of flipped me over and she yanked off that thing, and she ran its information with the scanner thing, and I guess it told her where we'd been, because she looked up all fiery and she said, really, Gaff? You took it to those anarchists? I laughed in her face. You're all looking for the same fairy tale, I told her. Whoever's out there, they sure aren't thinking of you as much as you're thinking of them. There was a long minute. She just stared at me holding that gun and probably dreaming of pulling the trigger, but she just looked and looked and looked, and her face kind of warred with itself, and finally she just said, fuck you, and left. Listen, I'm done with this. I don't get it, and I don't like it, and if the pirate doesn't give me, the suits will, right? So, screw all this. I'm out.